This car has not ran for over 5 years. So can I get the engine started today? Let's find out. So the first obvious thing is the battery's flat as a pancake. Let's see what it's actually reading. 0.19 volts. I would be amazed if we can save this battery, but while I'm doing everything else, it doesn't hurt to put it on charge, does it? So once the battery's sorted, we then need to consider fluids. The petrol has been sat in that tank, losing its potency for 5 years. The oil has been sat in the engine, absorbing moisture for the last 5 years. I'm going to start with the easy thing and change the oil. Let's have a look at the oil that's currently in there. It's actually quite golden still, so that's a promising sign. Let's check what the level was after its last drive. Over full. So we can see that the oil is way past the marker. So it's been overfilled. What's the issue with overfilling an engine? Well, yeah, it can damage the catalytic converter. I've actually seen it lead to bent rods when it's massively overfilled. This is only a little bit overfilled. But while we're on that topic, here I've got 3 dipsticks. I've got the original one that I've just taken out. I've got an original one from another car that's not broken. And I've got the replacement that the vehicle came with. Original tube, aftermarket dipstick. I've got a feeling we're going to be needing that tube. The problem is, if we compare this aftermarket to this original one here, got the ends the same there, but you can see there's a big difference, and the aftermarket one hasn't even got any hatchings. But if you were to copy some hatchings over, this one, where this was over full, would line up with the top of where you would put the hatchings. So be very careful with aftermarket dipsticks. Oil level is crucial on these. Let's have a look, see if this battery's doing any better. 11.8, so it's forcing a little bit in. What does it plummet to when we take that plug off? Resting 4.2, slowly falling, but it is taking some charge, so let's give it a chance. So I really can't bother to get the car up in the air at the moment, so with this little fluid transfer pump, I'm going to pull all the oil out through the dipstick hole. Yeah, it just saves me rolling around on the floor. We will be removing the sump, checking the pickup pipe and things like that, doing the oil filter at another stage, but because this is just literally to put some fresh oil in, this will do for now. So while that takes its time, let's have a message from our video sponsor today, the Clay Cloth Company. Thanks, Bryn. I hope you can get that car started in this video. You must be able to though, because you were able to drive it over to the next unit where you're also storing all the products for the Clay Cloth Company. That's right, I didn't just partner with the Clay Cloth Company, I bought the Clay Cloth Company, okay? I co-own it, but you get the point. So now I'm also responsible for keeping hold of some of the stock, which I've now got room for in the new unit. In a video to come, you're gonna find out about this. But most important thing is, you guys need to help me out and buy some of this stuff. So we've got your pre-wash, your wash, interior, exterior, we've got cloths, we've got the clay cloth, which is the main item obviously. We've got cleaning pads, we've got everything. We've got different brands as well. We've got some Tenzi and we've got Kilowax. But yeah, all the clay cloth stuff here, just buy some. You know, I'm gonna do your discount code because you're a channel member, BWSTTT10, BWSTT10, yeah, that's right, to get 10% off. So yeah, please click the link and support me by purchasing some wonderful, and it's good quality stuff, but yeah, get buying some car cleaning products. Back to the video. Nice, so when I said in the first video that it didn't look like there'd been stuff living in there, I might have been wrong. We'll see if that becomes a problem. All I'm going to do is undo the charge pipe, and then I'll be able to remove that cover properly and have a look at what's going on in here. So now I get to have a proper peek inside here. See what's occurring. You ready for this? Now, I can't see any visible cracks on the outside. So that belt really doesn't look too bad. It's a bit of a gamble, but I am going to just try and give it a start. It's not going to run off that battery. That battery has just stopped charging. The charger's just given up trying to charge it. It's been pushing for like an hour and it's still only at 5 volts. So that battery isn't much good. So I've got that battery there that is going to work. But I'm just going to have a once over of everything in the engine bay now and show you what I'm looking out for. So I'm starting here. Make sure that the MAF sensor is plugged in, and yes, there does look like a bit of rodent nest in there actually, but cables don't look like they've been chewed. Wiring looks okay. We've definitely got a leak around the cam cover gasket, nothing to be concerned about at this stage. I have made sure that it's not in gear. The gear selector is very stiff, so that needs addressing. Vacuum lines and stuff under here. It's not going to stop us starting it today, but I just want to know, you know, have they been, is there a massive hole in there, and has that been allowing any moisture, rodents into the engine itself? Doesn't look like it has. Just looks dirty. I'm slightly confused because whilst this is, let's show you, a BAM, we've got bolt down coil packs, which we shouldn't have. We should have push fit ones. So that's a little bit of a strange thing going on there. It is the original cam belt cover. With a torch now, hopefully you can see this cam belt a little bit better, and why I'm not overly concerned at this stage, because I do want to hand crank it to make sure. Yeah, again, just a visual over all the pipe work. Just making sure it looks normal. I've already checked inside the coolant tank. It doesn't look very nice. We will do a flush on that. Checking down here, nothing looks like it's going to be fouling the fans if they start spinning. All looks good. Yeah. I mean, not best practice, but let's just send it, yeah? Right now is a classic example of why you shouldn't copy YouTubers and what they do. Spent ages with that pump earlier, probably 10-15 minutes trying to get the oil out because I couldn't be bothered to roll around on the floor. Well, I mean, I've got to roll around on the floor now anyway. For me to crank it by hand, I've got to have it up in the air, get the covers off, which I've just done. Because obviously it wouldn't have been much of a hardship for me to just undo the sump plug. But now, critically, I can get to this bolt here, and it means I can turn the engine over by hand. Ooh, that sounded a bit crusty. It's turning over nicely. Got good compression. So now I know that it's not going to do any damage by cranking it. I'm going to disconnect the injectors so that it's not trying to send any fuel through to start off with, just to build up the oil pressure around the engine, and then we'll try and give it a start. So that's easily done from up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going to inject anything, and we can just crank it. So this is connected up to there. Job done. Sounds all right. Sounds how I'd expect it to sound. So let's plug some injectors in. Let's put the dipstick back in. Make sure I've not left anything out. I mean, that can be undone, that's not a problem. That's up tight. There's connected. The reason I've not got it connected to that battery, because that battery is going to cause a lot of resistance, being such a poor state of charge. So yeah, it can run off that other battery on the jump cables. can use my jump pack to add a bit more voltage to the situation. It might just need to crank a little faster. Let's try.
Concept. Yes, it runs.
So who'd have thought it? It runs. I mean, that's just crazy. Literally, it's now running in a really janky way. Let's just take this charger off. 'Cause that's not good. Take that off. And then, oh, no, that's not good. I've took the wrong side off. Leave the earth on. How did that stay running? That's amazing. Right, so it's just running off this battery currently because this battery's knackered. But it runs. So it's not around for 5 years. All I've done is change the oil. Probably didn't even need to do that. I just did that because I wanted to make sure that there wasn't bad oil causing premature wear on components inside the engine bay. And it's 120,000 miles old, so we want to do everything we can to protect the engine. But yeah, it runs. I dare say, even if I hadn't changed the oil, it would have just started up with a fresh battery on there. That is crazy. That's modern engineering for you. But yeah, now I know it's definitely worth investing in doing the cam belt full overhaul, give everything a really good clean, make sure there's no other problems, and any problems that we do find, document them along the way to show you everything that you might need to do. I mean, he did mention to me that the thermostat didn't used to get its temperature. One of the first videos I did on this channel was a thermostat, so we'll revisit that. It'll be interesting to do that again for you. But yeah, I'm just in a bit of shock because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to have to do more on this video, more fault finding, more investigating, but no need. It runs. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you later. Cheers, guys.